Hey, what's up, guys? Jake here, getting back some Ladykiller with a bind, picking up right where I left off. Late evening of the first day. So let's get going. It was just past midnight, and I didn't know where I was heading for the night at that point. The boss had promised me she'd help me with my clothes, regardless of where I ended up. Help you with your clothes? Clothes are super easy, you just put them on and they cover your naked body. Even I can do that, and I'm an idiot. But she'd also passed on a message from the beauty, although I didn't really know who she was at that point. There was something important she'd like to propose in her room. Ooh, scandal! Unfortunately, I had no idea where her fucking room was. I decided to just take a walk, think things over, maybe admire some of the architecture in the hallway, clear my head. Yeah, hallways have great architecture, look at this shit, fucking breathtaking. Somehow I don't think of you as the Art Deco type. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Look, I know I seem incredibly cool, and well, it's because I am, but this whole thing was overwhelming, even for me. Whoops. Here we are at the pool. In any event, after wandering for a while, I felt myself out on the deck. The night was quiet, the cool air was calming. Just what I needed. Oh, who is this person? Oh, the invisible woman. I was kind of spaced out, but eventually I noticed there was a small girl walking not far behind me, seemingly following me. Hello. You're not stalking me, are you? The most shy nerd ever with the most obvious crush possible. Well, the stalker seems like a good fucking name since she's stalking me.
No, not at all. I'm sorry I called out your name several times, but you didn't seem to hear. I'm not very good at yelling, sorry.
She did have a quiet voice. I believed her. Okay, fair enough. What's up?
Well, I wanted to ask you. That is, I heard you changed your plans?
Nope. I don't have any plans. I don't know what you're talking about. I was at a loss. But given her shy stammering, I just hoped that she wouldn't be suspicious when I had no idea what she was talking about. I've made a lot of plans this week. You'll have to be more specific.
You know, us being roommates. Those plans. I mean, if you don't want to be with me, that's okay. I'm just surprised. Although, I mean, I guess you and the beauty would be really good together, too. I just wish I'd known, that's all.
It took me a while to notice the subtext. I'm not really used to thinking in the same way straight people do, but boys and girls aren't usually roommates, are they? Well, let's cut right to the chase. Let's ask her what's on everyone's mind. So you're that eager to sleep with me, are you?
No! I mean, not in that way. I really did just mean roommates. Which isn't to say I wouldn't. Geez, I can't handle you teasing me like that.
I smiled and took her by the hand. Whoa, that is very forward. Although I guess I already accused her of wanting to fuck me, so, you know, I guess what's the point now? I'm sorry for teasing, but you're really cute when you're teased, so I think I'm gonna do it more. Man, I am just gonna flirt with every living creature on this fucking boat. She was blushing, but stared right into my eyes with a surprising tenacity. I waited, but she was quiet. Yes? Is there something you'd like to say?
No! You just said you were gonna tease me. I'm ready.
Wow. That's actually pretty adorable. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. I had no response to that. I was actually taken aback by just how adorable she was acting, poor girl. Oh, you are just too much. I kissed her on the forehead. Lots of kissing. Not in like a romantic kind of way though, mostly it's just kind of affectionate. Oh Christ, there's a nighttime too? This is insane. You can't divide it between like 20 fucking things. This removes all my suspicion. Yes, I'm in. And it's her, the fucking beauty. I'm I'm there. Still, I decided to go visit the beauty in the end. I bet all this flirting's gonna come back to haunt me. Everyone's gonna fucking hate me. You know, I don't know what I was expecting when I knocked on her door. The boss had just said she had a proposition, but I didn't know anything about her yet. Would you have gone if you had known? I don't know. But at the moment I knocked on her door, I knew nothing, and was frankly just relieved at having received any sort of direction.
Oh, hello there! It's good to see you came.
Well, not yet, but, maybe if we're lucky. I mean, what? Hey, your messenger said you had a proposition?
I do. Please come in.
Oh, nice roses. She led me inside her door and quickly closed the door behind me. Let's go for it. Is that really appropriate, inviting a boy like me into your room this late at night? How scandalous! Aren't you worried I might get the wrong idea?
Oh no! Surely you wouldn't take advantage of me, you scoundrel! Please, I'm just an innocent maiden! Be gentle with me!
I feel like she's not actually being straightforward with me. I feel like she's being facetious here.
Is that what you expected me to say?
I knew it. She can't fool me. I'm too smart for your games. Now you're definitely giving me the wrong idea.
Oh dear, you're gonna be a handful, aren't you? Please, have a seat. Can I get you a glass? Or I can have something else brought if you're not a wine person.
Sure, wine's good. So, well, what's this about? I sat down, but even after she'd finished pouring a glass for me, she stayed standing, looking down at me as she spoke. I found it slightly unnerving.
How did you find your first day? Did everything go the way you thought it would?
I mean, not really. I thought I'd have 0 votes, but I've got fucking 16, which seems really, really good. Sure, I'm just thrilled to be spending the week out here. She stood beside me, putting a hand on my shoulder. I couldn't help but admire her slender fingers, and I noticed 2 conspicuously short nails. Okay, that's weird. And then we were back on an oil rig. Why is that significant? God, you are so fucking straight. If I'm gonna have to stop and explain every single aspect of queer sex to you, we're gonna be here a long ass time. I don't think I want to know why she has 2 short nails. I think I figured it out and you don't have to explain it. Why? Were you busy? Why don't you stop interrupting me and you'll find out? Okay, go ahead. She just put her hand on my shoulder, touching me lightly.
Is that so? Because I've heard you've been acting strangely, saying things that are very unlike what a piece of shit would say.
I don't know, man. I feel like I've been pretty douchey. I was nervous. Had I already fucked things up? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. She just laughed.
Oh, as much as it is so fun to watch you squirm, relax. I know you're not him. It's a good imitation, but your brother already told me all about you, wink.
Ah.
You really are just as pretty as him, you know that?
Thanks, I think. So, you had a proposition? Yeah, we're going flirty, that's right. Well, I have a proposition too. Maybe you could sit on my lap and I'll tell you all about it. She laughed.
Oh wow, you really are a little bit sleazy, aren't you? Wink.
Hey, I didn't say anything. If that purely innocent suggestion made you have dirty thoughts, that's on you, dude.
Oh, you are going to be fun.
Okay, that's alarming, but maybe that'll turn out fine. I am nervous about her. Then she took me by the hand, squeezing delicately as she smiled at me. Her tone of voice was firm, yet had a real gentleness to it.
Tell me, how was your day? How are you finding adjusting to your new identity?
I mean, it's weird, I guess.
Are you having trouble? You've been put in a very difficult situation. How are you coping with it?
Honestly, not great.
Aw, you poor thing. Here's my proposition. I'd like to help you out.
Oh, cool, that'll make my life easier. Yep, but why? But why though? She didn't answer the question. She just squeezed my hand tightly, as if to reassure me.
If you rack up too much suspicion with everyone else, your brother told you something bad's gonna happen, right? But I know how everyone works. I can say things that will cancel it out. Let you start the next day with a clean slate. If you do too many suspicious things at once, I can't help. But so long as you make it to the end of the day without blowing your cover, I can fix things for you.
Oh, dude, that's easy. This is like cheating. I'm gonna be so good. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get all the fucking votes. Why do we get the feeling there's gonna be a but here?
Well, I'd like...
She took a sip of her wine, staring at me. Not into my eyes, just at me. She didn't say anything more. I tilted my head, giving her a look. You were saying something?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got suddenly lost in thought. This will sound silly, but I was thinking about kissing you, actually.
Fuck it, YOLO, dude. Just fucking do it. You won't. Well, maybe you should.
All right, but only because you insisted, of course.
Of course. She bent over, leaning close to me and kissed me, with a slight hesitation despite her confident airs. I like how at absolutely no point did you ever entertain the idea of not kissing a stranger you just met. Dude, YOLO, just fucking do it, whatever. She's really beautiful, and was interesting, had a mysterious allure. Why wouldn't I want to? I don't fucking understand you, dude. Well, you could have waited a bit longer. What am I, a prude? Why? What do you think? There's some minimum amount of time you have to spend with someone before kissing becomes fun? You are a ridiculous man. Now, if you're done interrupting... That's so nice. She was gentle and her lips were soft against me, each of her kisses feeling slow and deliberate, just slightly too slow, leaving me wanting more. I could tell she was waiting on me to make a more aggressive move, her tongue lightly teasing with the thought of a deeper kiss. I couldn't help myself, and she murmured quietly against me as I did, gripping me tightly by my shirt collar and as she kissed back, just as deep. Man, things are really heating up here. I don't know if we can keep doing this. But only for a brief few seconds before she pulled back suddenly. She shivered, closing her eyes before she got her bearings again.
Wow, yes, that's just what I was imagining.
Cool. Are you sure? I'm sure we could give it some more thought. Wow, you really are just going for it, idiot.
Oh, well, anyway, I was saying... You've been put in quite a predicament, haven't you? What I'm proposing is, I'll put everything right, sort out all the suspicion you've accumulated during the day. For a price.
What do you want? Like, I got $5 in my pocket right now. And what would that be? And then she got this big, wicked grin, as if she was so pleased at what she was going to say. Honestly, though, all I could think of was I wanted to kiss that grin of hers.
I want you to be my plaything. I want your pretty, boyish body.
Okay, that just got weird, but I guess I gotta get rid of that suspicion somehow, right? You know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. She ran one of her sharp fingernails along my cheek as she explained.
I have something to confess. I have a bit of a mean side. I like seeing girls like you squirming and desperate.
Okay, this just got a lot weird.
You're really hot. I just know you'd be even hotter under my heel.
Okay, that's a pretty fucked up kink you've got there, dude, but, are you sure you can get rid of my suspicion? I've got 3 out of 5, maybe 6. She leaned in close, kissing me gently, but then just lingering there, her lips brushing against mine.
So here's my proposal. If you let me tie you and have my way with you, and let me hear you beg, I'll take care of all your suspicion, put everything right. What do you think of that? I can explain more, but are you interested?
Well, Jesus, she's kind of got me by the balls here, dude. I already burned through 3 suspicion in one day. I've got to survive like 7 of these fucking things. Whatever, what's not to trust about a redhead who's into, you know, tying people up and stuff? That sounds good. Go on,
You want that? You'll let me have my way with you?
Yeah. Yes. Sure, why not? Just give me all your votes. Then she stroked my cheek and gave me a quick kiss.
Good girl.
Then she explained the basics to me, about her expectations and safety and how she still expected me to say something if I was emotionally uncomfortable, and gave me a safe word. Oh, and what was it? It's none of your fucking business. I'm using the wrong voice right now, but whatever. Well, how am I going to know when you used it or not? It's easy. I didn't have to. It's private and personal. I'll give you the sexy details because you asked, but this isn't the same. I don't understand why you're willing to tell me everything else, but that's a line too far. Because I trust her now without vulnerability. But I don't trust you. It's like symbolic and shit, okay? The point is, it was negotiated, and I could back out at any time if I felt like it. But I didn't, and that's the bottom line. I didn't. I don't understand why we're on an oil rig. How'd we get there? What are we doing there? Fine, whatever. Go on.
Now, what to do with you?
She leaned in, stealing another kiss, and quickly tossing aside layers of clothing, starting to unbutton my shirt. At first, just the top view, enough to expose my breasts. Okay. Things are heating up, but okay, whatever. I looked at her own dress, and it was daunting. It was so ornate. I wasn't used to outfits being so complex. I'm sorry. I have no idea where to start undressing you. You'll have to show me. Really? You need like a walkthrough? Maybe you could Google it. There's probably like a WikiHow guide. But then she just took me by the chin, lifting my head up suddenly, interrupting me.
I don't want you to undress me. I didn't say anything about that. You're the one here who gets to be naked and objectified. What I want is for you to sit still and look pretty for me. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah, fuck you. This is bullshit. I didn't sign up for this. That's hardly ow, ow, whoa, no hitting, no hitting. And then she giggled a little bit and stroked me on the cheek where she'd just slapped me.
No talking back. Is that understood?
Okay, don't fucking hit me anymore. That's not nice. It was humiliating to be so differential, but I didn't want to be hit again. That shit sucks. I looked away, embarrassed, and muttered, sorry.
What was that? I can't hear you. Look me in the eyes when you're talking to me.
She took me by the chin, lifting my head and forcing eye contact. It seemed completely unreasonable how big a deal she was making out of. I don't even know what, teasing, I guess? I don't know, dude. This is a little bit beyond teasing. This has entered the realm of weird, creepy shit. But, you know, whatever. But I swallowed my pride. I'm sorry. Then immediately, her intense look vanished, replaced with a big grin and a twinkle in her eyes, and she patted me on the head.
Good girl. Now, let's see more of that of that boyish body of yours.
She continued to unbutton my shirt until it was all the way open, sliding it off onto the ground, leaving my chest totally exposed to her, taking what she wanted to see. Then she unzipped my pants too, just enough so my underwear was showing a little. Okay, maybe this has gone too far, I'll give you that. Maybe I'm in a little over my head. It made me feel even more vulnerable. What, not having pants made you feel vulnerable? Probably that was the point.
I want you to keep your hands in your lap. Just hold still like that, okay?
I nodded a bit and put my hands in my lap as she said, feeling pretty awkward doing so. She straddled me, oh fucking hell, and dragged her fingernails along my bare skin, starting with my belly button but slowly drifting upwards. I couldn't help but shiver.
Wow, look at those perky little breasts, just hanging out there. You're not even wearing a bra.
I'm not wearing a bra. What the fuck is that? The idiot. Fucking why? Don't you have to fucking, I don't know, wear something to keep all your shit in? So you look more like a guy? I don't know the logistics of this. Why not? Of course I wasn't. It's only like it made a difference underneath loose-fitting three-piece suit. But in that moment, I was distracted by her own tits. I mean, who wouldn't be? Whatever. Sitting just slightly below eye level. I couldn't help but think of what I wanted to do with them. YOLO. If she was gonna grow at me, and it felt good, she was so rough. It only seemed fair that I respond in the same way. Besides, they were right in my face. She's gonna slap my tits off, isn't she? I grinned, leaned forward, and put my hand against her large chest, pressing firmly enough so she'd feel it through her bra. Unlike me, she was wearing one, because she's a fucking classy lady. It was the first time I've heard any sort of pleased noise from her. It was nice, and her chest felt nice too. I started to slowly knead them, eager to hear more of her happy murmurs. Okay. This is awkward. But then she just gave me a stern look and grabbed me by the hair, pulling my head back abruptly and painfully.
That's not where I said your hands can go. Don't worry, I'll make this easier for you.
Then suddenly she grabbed my arms, moved them behind my back, locking them in cuffs before I had the chance to parse what had happened. Well, things just got a whole lot kinkier. That just happened. I was shocked. I didn't know how she did it. They must have been within reach somehow, but I was so blindsided by what had just happened, I didn't have time to resist until it was too late. Hey!
There you go. Now it'll be much easier for you to keep your hands where I want them. Isn't this so much nicer?
Then she put her hand on my face, giving me a huge grin as she looked me over.
Ah, not so smug now, are we?
Nailed it, well said.
Next time I'll use rope, okay? I'd much rather see you tied up nicely. Oh, you'd be pretty like that. But this is so much quicker for now.
I shouldn't have come here. I should have hung out with that nerdy girl. She probably wouldn't have done this shit. We probably just would have hung out and played Parcheesi or something. You know, something nice. I was already exposed, but somehow I felt even more so. She just touched me, dragging her fingernails along my body, and I just felt so, how do I say it? So vulnerable.
Ah, helpless is such a good look on you.
Oh my goodness! That was saucy as shit. That was a lot to deal with all at once. Wowza, I didn't think this game would be so explicit. Although, I guess maybe I should have expected that. Maybe that's me being stupid. Eventually, after what felt like an entire minute, I managed to catch my breath at last. And she very gently removed her fingers from a vase. She was trying to get the seeds out of the bottom of a vase. That's where her fingers were, yes. With her other hand, she lifted my head by the chin, looking very smug. Oh, you are such a beautiful mess.
Open your mouth, dear.
Whatever, what's the worst that could happen? I wasn't quite sure why she was saying that, so I did what I was told. That seems reasonable.
Oh, good girl.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, that is unsanitary. Oh, man. It was not a very dignified moment for me. She pressed a bit against my tongue and then pulled them out again, wiping them off on my chest. It just felt really dirty. I'd never felt so much like a sex object in my life. Exposed and spent and wet and, well, and dirty.
Oh, you're just so pretty like this.
Then she grabbed me very suddenly and hugged me very tightly, my head held right against her chest.
What a good girl. Oh, wow, thank you so much for showing me that side of you. You're such a good girl.
Okay, okay. Yep, nope. Apparently I have no shame. That's fine. She stroked my hair gently, pausing only to undo my cuffs. I didn't move my arms, I just kept them in place. It felt like I didn't know what to do with them anyways. And I was pretty happy to just stay like that. Then she kissed me for a while, this time without doing anything mean, and it felt nice. Eventually she got up.
You've done your part very admirably. You're very fun to play with.
The gravity of what had just happened hadn't quite sunk in yet. I was still dazed, still coming down from my high.
I'll send some texts in the morning and straighten everything out for you, just like I promised.
Okay, cool, thumbs up. Good stuff, thank you.
Of course, anytime.
I looked away, staying quiet. Uncharacteristic, I know, but I was just dazed and also exhausted.
Now, do you want to come to bed with me?
Whoa, that's too much. That's way too forward. I've got to pass. I did. Okay. I really did want that. So then presumably nothing happened. They played checkers for the rest of the night. And then it was the next day. Wow, that was something. And then, oh man, wow, wow, I don't even have words for that. But, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. You know, if you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next week for more, maybe? I don't know if I can continue with this game. We'll see.